right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Makakudash. All right. And wanted to do a quick lesson. And I'll entitle it Ishmael. All right, it's time for you to play your role in prophecy. All right, and I just wanted to put that out there, through the spirit, because we're in the times where, the elder apostle Gabar, put out that order a couple of weeks ago for us to, throw curses upon Babylon the Great, all right, for this place to be destroyed, all right. And in order for that to happen, we know that, particular characters, they got to play their role, all right. The same way, Esau has been the damn devil on the planet Earth, all right. The same way the nation of Israel has, woken up, all right, has been quickened, all right, pursuant to, Ezekiel 37, Isaiah 44, amongst other scriptures. All right, Ishmael, man, who is the so-called Arab on the planet Earth, right? The Arab nations, all right? Ishmael, who is the brother of Isaac, all right, who's technically, would be kind of like an uncle, through the spirit, not through the spirit, but according to the lineage, Abraham, had a multitude of sons, all right, but the ones that, are of importance in regards to this lesson is, Isaac and Ishmael. All right, because we know, from Isaac came the 12 tribes. Okay. But Ishmael also has a role to play in prophecy as well. And man, it's time, bro. It's time. All right. Because relatively speaking, there's a reason why America has been known, as the hammer of the earth. Okay. When you read about, NATO and the EU, all right. All right. When you read about the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, okay, we know that that's going into NATO and the EU. NATO being the military component, and then the EU being the financial component. All right, of Esau's world system. All right, this global system that he's been using to dominate the planet Earth. This hegemony. You know. But we're in these times where the scriptures say that the heathen, all right, specifically, Ishmael, specifically Russia, right? Gog and Magog, right? Turkey, all right, which Turkey is predominantly, Arab nation. It's time, man. And what inspired this lesson was from, I was watching a news clip on Fox News, all right, and it was a Navy SEAL giving an analysis on what he sees playing out, okay, in the Middle East, right? Because you just had the small hats, all right, Netanyahu and the boys. You just had them take out Hamas's one of their military leaders, and also they took out one of Hezbollah's military leaders. All right, and he was making an analysis, and he was basically saying that he doesn't think, all right, that they're gonna do anything. Basically, he's basically calling their bluff. He was basically saying that he doesn't think that these events are going to lead to these Arab nations actually responding. All right. Now we know, according to prophecy, that that's false. All right. That's not true. And that's Esau's pride right there, bro. The scriptures talk about, matter of fact, I wasn't going to get this, but let me get it. Right. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. All right. And that's getting ready to be you Edomites' biggest downfall, man. You so goddamn proud, you don't even see that Yahweh Shemi Shai about to line you up, man. All the rape, robbery, and murder that you've been doing all over the planet Earth, you think that the Most High, right? You think that you just gonna be allowed to do this shit forever. All right, but you really getting ready to find out. You really getting ready to find out. All right, and Yahweh Shemi Shai is getting ready to use World War III, okay, to humble you fucking proud ass Americans, you proud ass Edomites, man. All right, this is Obadiah 1 and verse 3. Matter of fact, let me start up. Obadiah 1 and 2, it says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. All right, and Esau has done that just through the way he conducts himself on the planet Earth. All right, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, breaks that down. and being the damn devil and the serpent that you were designed to be. And doing that, you have made enemies all over the planet Earth. All right, all over the planet Earth, but especially over there in the Middle East. This is verse 2. In verse 3, it says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" All right, and that's what that's the spirit that he was coming in. All right, that analyst that he was making on what's going on in the Middle East. All right, and he was breaking down how disrespectful, how direct of a message that was that Israel was sending. Israel still thinks, America and Israel still think that they can just go around, they're gonna go around just bullying these nations, all right, and ain't shit gonna happen. All right, but guess what? The scriptures call Ishmael a wild man for a reason. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. All right, because we already know that the only nation to receive salvation is the nation of Israel. The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. This message is really only for you. However, all right. However, these other nations do have roles to play in prophecy. Okay, and Yahweh Shem Shai is the puppet master. He's the one, okay, controlling things on the planet Earth. He's the one that's going to ultimately put the spirit on Ishmael, all right, to finally quit being a little bitch, because that's really what Ishmael being right now, man. And that's just me, speaking as a man, but like, man, we got like, bro, like Ishmael, like, I mean, Esau talking that cash money shit right now, man. Okay, but again, the Lord is ultimately going to put the spirit on Ishmael finally to really tap into his true nature. All right, which is to be that wild man pursuing the Genesis 16. All right, and we're gonna get that in a second, but I want to get this real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water he turneth it whithersoever he will." All right, so all the prime ministers, the presidents, all right, the governors, and then the people behind the scenes, right? These international banks, these secret councils that are going on, all of their plans, all their thoughts are in the hands of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, he's the one really calling the shots. Even though, all right, we know that they call on, demons. All right, they're doing these wicked rituals and ceremonies, right? Calling on demons. But guess what? The demons, they're under the jurisdiction of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, and Job, the first and the second chapter proves that. Okay, but let me go to Genesis 16 real quick, because the point of this lesson, man, is it's time for Ishmael. Where you at, man? Ishmael, where the hell is you at? Because Esau Esau is over there blowing you motherfuckers to smithereens, man. And it's time for you to get busy, man. All right, and that's prophecy. Okay, that's prophecy. Let me get this real quick. I know I'm all over the place. Bear with me. Let me get this in Joel real quick, right? Because the scriptures do talk about the weak saying, "I am strong," right? And militarily speaking, Esau Edom has had a very large military advantage over these various Arab nations over there in the Middle East, right? Y'all ain't been able to really fuck with Esau like that. All right, but guess what? There comes a point in time, all right, where you just got to fight back regardless. Like when you on a like if you watch a movie, right, like the stereotypical the bully scene when there's a bully on the playground, all right, and the bully just keeps picking on somebody and picking on them and picking on them, right? And the dude may be small, he may be, scrawny, right? The bully may be bigger than him, the bully may have more people with him, but ultimately it gets to a point where the disrespect is so severe, all right, that the victim finally, you gotta fight. You gotta fight. All right, and that's what we're coming into with Ishmael, man. Ishmael, like, what's up, man? Right? He's gonna sit back, right? He's gonna sit back and let Esau just fucking, do you like this? So this is let me get this. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. All right, and we're seeing that. We're about to see that pick up. We're about to see more and more nations start sending troops by the thousands, all right, over there to the Valley of Jehoshaphat in the Middle East. All right. Matter of fact, a brother just sent a video in the chat that another brother from GMS had did, going into how they were finding the select service paperwork. They're starting to send that out in the mail, you know. But this is Joel chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right. So all you Arab nations, right? The Arab nations that y'all been getting y'all ass kicked by Esau, right? It's time for y'all to tighten up, man. You know, and it's time for you to play out. All right. That kind of a nomen omen that was given to you in Genesis the 16th chapter. It's time for you to wild out. All right. I'm praying through the Spirit that the Lord put the spirit on Ishmael to really stop being a little punk, man. You know, because all this got to play out. All this has to play out in order for prophecy to come to pass. And that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on prophecy to come to pass. You know, but this place got to go. All right. This place got to go. Let me get this real quick. This is Genesis chapter 16. This is Genesis chapter 16 and verse 11. It says, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child. And this is speaking to Ishmael's mother. All right. Ishmael's mother, Hagar. It says, and the angel said to the Lord, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction, and he will be a wild man. All right. And I'm tempted to get that word wild. I can't get it in the blue letter because I'm using my phone, but I'm tempted to get that word wild, man. You know, and I might just have to do another lesson on it. Okay. Because there's a reason why that prophecy is right there. All right. There's a reason why. Okay. Genesis 16 and verse 12, it says, and he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. Right. So that was that precept right there is what I was meditating on. All right. And what was kind of a trigger for me to do this lesson. All right. You know, it's time. It's time, man. We are hastening the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. And in order for us to get to that point, Ishmael, you got to do your job. It's time for you to wild out, man. You know? So I just wanted to touch on that real briefly, man. You know, we got camp, you know, later on tonight. Just wanted to put that out there through the Spirit. Hey, the water. Hey, Shalom, Mak Yabashim Yashai, Bashim Kakodash, Barakatah. Khan, wild ass. Wild ass, Strong's H 6501. You know, so we're close. It says running wild. Con. The water, bro. The water. So yeah, Lord's willing, you know, this was edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakudash. Shalom.